Good afternoon and welcome to the Midday News. Here is a look at the top stories that are making headlines at the top of this hour. Sikkim gets its first airport. Prime Minister Modi inaugurates Pakyong Airport. Says the centre working to eliminate a regional imbalance by making Northeast the engine of the India growth story. First commercial flight to take on the skies on 4th of October. World Health Organization chief terms Ayushman Bharat scheme a massive step towards a health for all. Prime Minister Modi rolled out the world's biggest government-sponsored healthcare scheme to benefit 50 crore people on Sunday. Normal life hit in Himachal Pradesh due to heavy rains and snow. Schools closed in most districts as precautionary measure. People lying in low-lying areas evacuated. Rivers flowing at dangerous levels. Opposition leader Ibrahim Mohamed Solih wins Maldives presidential election. Surprise defeat for President Abdullah Yameen after Solih secured 58.3% of popular vote. India welcomes results, says it reflects firm commitment of Maldives to values of democracy and rule of law. And India enters final of the Asia Cup cricket tournament, registering their biggest win against Pakistan. 9-wicket victory enabled by centuries from Rohit Sharma and Shikhar Dhawan. Women's team play their 4th T20 match against Sri Lanka. Our top story this afternoon, Sikkim debuted on the country's aviation map with its first airport today. Prime Minister Narendra Modi inaugurated the state's first airport, Pakyong, that is 30 kilometers away from the capital Gangtok. And with this, there are 100 operational airports in the country. The first commercial flight from Pakyong Airport is scheduled to be operated on 4th of October. The foundation stone for the airport was laid 9 years ago. Now spread over 201 acres, it is located on top of a hill about 2 kilometers above Pakyong village at 4,500 feet above sea level. The nearest airport from Sikkim was in Bagdogra in West Bengal, and following the inauguration, the Prime Minister said that the central government is working to make the Northeast the engine of India's growth story.
पूर्व दिशा का हमारी संस्कृति और परंपरा में क्या महत्व है, ये आप भी भली भांति जानते हैं, देश भी भली भांति जानता है। पूर्व में भी उत्तर पूर्व नॉर्थ ईस्ट का तो अलग ही महत्व है। इस खूबसूरत पूर्वी राज्य में रहने वाले आप सभी लोगों को मैं आदरपूर्वक नमन करता हूं और सिक्किम का, आप सभी का पहला पाक्योंग एयरपोर्ट आपको भेंट करता हूं। नॉर्थ ईस्ट के सभी राज्यों में बहुत से काम आजादी के बाद, बहुत से काम पहली बार हो रहे हैं। हवाई जहाज पहली बार पहुंचे हैं, रेल कनेक्टिविटी पहली बार पहुंची है, कई जगह बिजली भी पहली बार पहुंची है। सबका साथ, सबका विकास के मंत्र पर चल रही हमारी सरकार क्षेत्रीय असंतुलन उसको दूर करने और पूर्वोत्तर और पूर्वी भारत को देश की ग्रोथ स्टोरी का इंजन बनाने के लिए पुरजोश मेहनत कर रही है। हम इसके लिए प्रतिबद्ध हैं। इसी विजन के तहत सिक्किम को अपना एयरपोर्ट देने के काम हमने तेज किया। अड़चनों को दूर किया और आज आपका सपना पूरा हुआ है.
And locals in Sikkim expressed their happiness over the newly built airport. It is a greenfield airport near Gangtok, the state capital of Sikkim.
बहुत अच्छा लग रहा है. हमारा सिक्किम में अभी तक एयरपोर्ट नहीं था, अभी बन गया है. मैं बहुत खुश हूँ और सारे सिक्किम में जनता बहुत खुश है, ये क्योंकि यहाँ से पहले हमारा एयरपोर्ट नहीं था.
Now to some other news, the centre's ambitious healthcare scheme Ayushman Bharat was rolled out on Sunday, and the aim of the world's largest government-funded healthcare scheme is to reduce out-of-pocket hospitalization expenses and improve access to quality inpatient care for poor beneficiaries. It is a paperless, cashless and portable scheme.
माननीय नरेंद्र मोदी द्वारा करोड़ों भारतवासियों को रोग मुक्त बनाने और भारत को आयुष्मान बनाने का संकल्प लिए प्रधानमंत्री जन आरोग्य योजना का शुभारंभ.
The world's largest government-funded healthcare program, Pradhan Mantri Jan Arogya Yojana or Ayushman Bharat, has been rolled out. Prime Minister Narendra Modi termed the step towards advancing the agenda of universal health coverage a game-changer initiative to serve the poor during the launch event in Ranchi in Jharkhand on Sunday. Aimed at providing health assurance worth 5 lakh rupees every year to over 10 crore families, the PM said the scheme is a real reflection of the government's efforts for Sabka Saath, Sabka Vikas.
किसी भी जाति से हो, किसी भी बिरादरी से हो, किसी भी इलाके से हो, किसी भी संप्रदाय से हो, ईश्वर को मानता हो न मानता हो, मंदिर में जाता हो, मस्जिद में जाता हो, गुरुद्वारे में जाता हो, चर्च में जाता हो, कोई भेदभाव नहीं, हर किसी को आयुष्मान भारत योजना का लाभ मिलेगा. यही है सबका साथ सबका विकास.
The scheme targets more than 50 crore beneficiaries, that is equal to the total population of the entire European Union. That number is also equal to the population of Canada, Mexico and the US taken together. A total of 13,000 hospitals have become part of the scheme. The PM said that 2,500 modern hospitals will come up in Tier 2 and Tier 3 cities, creating several employment opportunities.
मध्यम वर्गीय परिवारों को एक नया व्यवसाय का क्षेत्र खुलने वाला है, रोजगार के नए अवसर पैदा होने वाले हैं. इतना ही नहीं, इस पूरी प्रक्रिया में मेडिकल सेवाओं के साथ साथ बीमा, तकनीकी कौशल, कॉल सेंटर, प्रबंधन, दवा उत्पादन, उपकरण निर्माण जैसे अनेक क्षेत्रों में लाखों करोड़ों रोजगार की भी संभावनाएं पैदा होने वाली.
Token health cards under the scheme were given to some beneficiaries at the event. Cashless and paperless access to services for beneficiaries at point of service will be provided under the scheme that takes a holistic approach to lay stress on affordable and preventive healthcare. Launching an attack on previous governments, the Prime Minister said that their approach to schemes was based on electoral considerations.
चाहे क्षेत्रीय विकास का मानदंड हो, चाहे सामाजिक बदलाव का मानदंड हो, चाहे सांप्रदायिक तनावों से मुक्ति का रास्ता हो, पहले सरकारों ने सिर्फ और सिर्फ वोट बैंक की राजनीति के तहत समाज की ताकत बढ़ाने के बजाय राजनीतिक दलों की ताकत बढ़ाने के लिए सरकारी खजानों का उपयोग किया.
More than 1,300 ailments, including heart diseases, kidney and liver disorders and diabetes, are covered under the scheme. The PM also laid foundation stone of 2 medical colleges at Chaibasa and Kodarma and inaugurated 10 health and wellness centers in the state. Speaking on the occasion, Health Minister JP Nadda said the country will soon have 1.5 lakh wellness centers. The services will include 1,350 procedures covering pre- and post-hospitalization, diagnostics and medicines. Under the scheme, the beneficiaries will be able to move across borders and access services across the country through the provider network seamlessly. Bureau Report, Rajya Sabha TV.
It was on 1st of February this year that Finance Minister Arun Jaitley had unveiled the world's largest government-funded health program called the National Health Protection Scheme, or the Ayushman Bharat scheme, in his union budget presentation. Now, this flagship scheme aims to benefit more than 37% of the population, meaning that nearly all poor and vulnerable families in the country will be covered.
Since independence, a number of health schemes have been announced for the poor and the marginalized, but none of them have a confidence-inducing record. The Ayushman Bharat scheme assures a health insurance cover of up to 5 lakh rupees per family per year to 50 crore poor and vulnerable persons. The scheme has twin missions. The first is to create a network of health and wellness centers that will bring the healthcare system closer to the people. These centers will provide comprehensive healthcare, including treatment for non-communicable diseases and maternal and child health services. Besides, they will also provide free essential drugs and diagnostic services. 1,200 crore rupees has been allocated for this flagship program. The second flagship program under Ayushman Bharat is the National Health Protection Scheme. It will cover over 10 crore poor and vulnerable families, providing coverage up to 5 lakh rupees per family per year for secondary and tertiary care hospitalization. The scheme aims to ensure enhanced productivity, well-being and avert wage loss and impoverishment. Besides this, the scheme is also aimed at generating lakhs of jobs, particularly for women. Under Ayushman Bharat, the government aims to set up 1.5 lakh wellness centers across the country by 2022. These centers would be equipped to treat a host of diseases including blood pressure, diabetes, cancer and old age illness. The centre has also included 1,354 packages in its ambitious National Health Protection Mission, under which treatment for coronary bypass, knee replacements and stenting, among others, would be provided at 15 to 20% cheaper rates than central government health scheme. The National Health Protection Mission subsumes the ongoing centrally sponsored schemes, the Rashtriya Swasthya Bima Yojana and the Senior Citizen Health Insurance Scheme. Bureau Report, Rajya Sabha TV.
And the World Health Organization chief has lauded the launch of the scheme. He said that India's vision and leadership to make health a priority is inspiring. During discussion with the External Affairs Minister Sushma Swaraj on the scheme, he said that it is a massive step towards health for all. In other news, Vice President M. Venkaiah Naidu has said that India considers Bhutan to be part of its own family. He was addressing a gathering after inaugurating the Bhutan Week along with Her Majesty, the Queen Mother of Bhutan, Sangye Chodon, in New Delhi on Sunday. Now, Bhutan Week is being celebrated on the occasion of the Golden Jubilee celebrations of the establishment of formal diplomatic relations between India and Bhutan, and calling India and Bhutan equal partners in their endeavour to achieve peace, prosperity and development of its people. Vice President Naidu lauded the contribution of people on both the sides for strengthening India-Bhutan friendship. He added that India-Bhutan partnership is anchored on utmost trust, goodwill and mutual understanding at all levels. He also lauded Bhutan's development model and said that it has managed to combine sustainable development with enhanced quality of living and happiness quotient of its people. He said it is a feat worthy of emulation.
Have established formal diplomatic relations, but the cultural, religious, historical ties and people-to-people relations between India and Bhutan have existed for many centuries. During these 5 decades, while both India and Bhutan have witnessed momentous change as a society and as a nation, our bilateral ties have also grown in scope and content. We have been equal partners, working together for peace, prosperity and development of our two people. The Golden Jubilee celebrations in Bhutan and in India so far have been encompassed a vibrant set of events which have been held in a spirit of friendship and goodwill.
And Finance Minister Arun Jaitley has asserted that there's no question of scrapping the Rafale aircraft deal with France. Jaitley on Sunday said that former French President François Hollande contradicted himself and Neither the Indian nor the French government played any role in the selection of Reliance as offset partner by Dassault. In a Facebook post, Arun Jaitley wrote, the former French president's first statement rhymes with Rahul Gandhi's prediction. Meanwhile, in an interview with the news agency, Arun Jaitley also said that the fighter planes are coming to India to enhance the combat ability of the Indian Air Force. He added that simply making allegations doesn't prove anything. Arun Jaitley also maintained that merely because somebody can resort to untruths and vulgarity is no reason for the Prime Minister to participate in a debate of this kind. He added that those who are to speak have spoken.
रिलायंस कंपनी के सब जानते हैं दो भाग हो चुके हैं जी। एक रिलायंस वो था जिसने 2012 में जब संभावना थी कि 126 एयरक्राफ्ट का कॉन्ट्रैक्ट होगा तो इसी डसॉल्ट के साथ राफाल के लिए एमओयू किया था। क्या वो भी भ्रष्टाचार था? क्या वो भी राहुल गांधी और सोनिया गांधी फेवर कर रहे थे उस राफाल को, उस कंपनी को? हमने तो ऐसा नहीं कहा। दूसरा, वो रिलायंस बाद में डिफेंस इक्विपमेंट में नहीं गई, दूसरी रिलायंस गई। तो स्वाभाविक है कि 2014 में जब कॉन्ट्रैक्ट होता है कि डिफेंस क्षेत्र की जितनी कंपनियां हैं ऑफसेट सप्लाई करने के लिए वो आती हैं। साफ सुथरी डील है, गवर्नमेंट टू गवर्नमेंट एग्रीमेंट है, भारतीय फौज की आवश्यकता है और मोदी जी की सरकार इतिहास की सबसे ईमानदार सरकार थी और 2004 से 14 तक चलने वाली यूपीए की सरकार इस इतिहास की सबसे भ्रष्ट सरकार रही है।
We'll take a very short break here. We'll be right back with more news.
For centuries, Delhi has been known for waterworks, given the vast number of kingdoms in the city. Among the earliest ones was a dam at Anangpur village, the city believed to be built by Rajput king Anangpal Tomar. This unique Indian hydraulic engineering structure was built around 8th century, running 50 meters long and standing 7 meters high. This dam was more of a water harvesting structure meant to store rainwater during the monsoon season. Located close to Anangpur village lies Surajkund, the waterworks which is regarded as among Delhi's first organized reservoir. Built in the shape of rising sun with an eastward arc, it's enclosed with a steep embankment made in semicircular shape of stepped stones. These reservoirs took care of need of the city at the time of the shortage of water, given Delhi's topography and warm weather spells. Also, once existed a magnificent sun temple near the Surajkund reservoir.
Welcome back. News from Himachal Pradesh now, where army has been called in today to rescue two persons stranded in Palampur due to flash floods in the state's Kangra district. In another incident, two scooters, a bus and a car were washed away in flash floods in the area. Normal life is hit since Saturday due to heavy rains in the mid-hill and plains and snowfall in the upper hills of Himachal Pradesh. Earlier on Sunday, as many as 19 people stranded in Kullu districts after flash floods and heavy rains were rescued by deploying an Indian Air Force chopper. Schools in at least 12 districts are closed today as a precautionary measure. Now, officials said that people residing in low-lying areas, especially in Kangra, Chamba and Mandi districts, are being evacuated. They have also been asked to remain alert due to rising water levels in rivers and streams. Now, Sach Pass in Chamba was closed due to heavy snowfall. The Dudhyar-Bangla National Highway and several other roads in Chamba are blocked due to heavy rains. Issuing a flood alert, the Bhakra Bias Management Board said that the excess water from the Pong Dam would be released due to high pattern inflows in the reservoir due to heavy rains in catchment areas. And after an agreement with France, India could ink a pact with Russia for sharing of expertise on ISRO's human space mission project Gaganyaan during Russian President Vladimir Putin's visit to New Delhi next month. According to reports, besides Gaganyaan, the two sides are currently engaged in talks to establish ground stations for GLONASS, which is the global positioning system of Russia, and also NAVIC, which is India's homegrown GPS in the other country. Now, the subject to share expertise of Gaganyaan came up during External Affairs Minister Sushma Swaraj's visit to Moscow this month. Earlier this month, India and France had signed a memorandum of understanding to share French expertise on the human mission project announced by Prime Minister Narendra Modi in his Independence Day address this year. And WhatsApp has appointed a grievance officer for India and has outlined a process for users to flag their concerns and complaints. Now, the idea behind the move is to meet one of the key demands that India had put on WhatsApp to curb fake messages which had triggered mob killings in the country. The grievance officer, Komal Lahiri, who was appointed last month, will be based in the United States. Now, users can seek help through the mobile app, where they can send an email or write into the officer. The users can reach out to the company's support system directly from the app under the Settings tab, and in case they wish to escalate the complaint, they can contact the grievance officer directly. The government has been pressing WhatsApp to develop tools to combat fake and false messages. The big international story coming in from Maldives, where opposition leader Ibrahim Mohamed Solih has won the presidential election with over 58% of the popular vote. The results announced by the Election Commission early this morning showed that Solih had secured 58.3% of the popular vote. Celebrations broke out across the tropical archipelago, with the opposition supporters carrying yellow flags of Solih's Maldivian Democratic Party and dancing on the streets. The Maldivian government acknowledged that the main opposition candidate, Ibrahim Mohamed Solih, had indeed defeated President Abdullah Yameen. Election Commission, however, has said that the official results will be declared by Saturday. And India has welcomed the successful completion of the third presidential election process in Maldives. The MEA, in a release, congratulated Ibrahim Mohamed Solih on his victory. The MEA said that this election marks not only the triumph of the democratic forces in the Maldives, but also reflects the firm commitment to the virtues of democracy and rule of law. The ministry further said that in keeping with our neighbourhood first policy, India looks forward to working closely with Maldives in further deepening our partnership. And External Affairs Minister Sushma Swaraj will hold bilateral meetings with several of her foreign counterparts and attend multilateral meetings such as SAARC and BRICS during a busy week at the 73rd session of the United Nations General Assembly in New York. Sushma Swaraj, who arrived in New York on Saturday for the General Assembly week, will today attend a high-level event on counter-narcotics hosted by US President Donald Trump. The event, which kicks off the high-level UNGA week, will be a global call for action on the world drug problem and is expected to see participation from over 120 UN member states. Requests have also been received for about 130 bilateral meetings with Sushma Swaraj. She will also attend the Nelson Mandela Peace Conference, a high-level plenary meeting on global peace in honor of the centenary of the birth of the late South African president, as well as attend a reception hosted on Monday by South African President Cyril Ramaphosa. And the trade fight between the United States and China is set to intensify today when the two economic superpowers hit each other with their biggest round of tariffs yet. The Donald Trump administration will impose a new 10% tariffs on $200 billion of Chinese goods just after midnight. And the tariffs are on thousands of Chinese products, including food seasonings and industrial machinery parts. And China has said that it will retaliate immediately with new taxes of 5 to 10% on $60 billion of US goods. The moves are a significant escalation in the growing conflict between the world's two top economies. Meanwhile, US Secretary of State Mike Pompeo, in an interview with Fox News, said that the United States will win its trade war with China. Sports news now. In India defeated arch rivals Pakistan by 9 wickets in their second Super 4 match yesterday. The men in blue comfortably chased down the target of 238 runs in just 39.3 overs with 9 wickets in hand. Skipper Rohit Sharma and Shikhar Dhawan both scored centuries as India took a giant stride towards the summit clash of the Asia Cup. Dhawan scored 114 runs before getting out by Hassan Ali, while Rohit Sharma played an unbeaten knock of 111 runs. Now, this is India's biggest win against Pakistan in terms of numbers of wickets lost. Earlier batting first, the Pakistani side scored 237 runs for the loss of 7 wickets in their allotted 50 overs. Shoaib Malik scored 78, while Sarfaraz Ahmed scored 44 runs for Pakistan. And for India, Jasprit Bumrah, Yuzvendra Chahal and Kuldeep Yadav picked 2 wickets each. And in the other Super 4 clash, Bangladesh defeated Afghanistan by 3 runs to keep themselves in a race for the Asia Cup final. Chasing a target of 250 runs, Afghanistan could manage to score only 246 runs but failed to clinch the match. Afghanistan needed 8 runs in the last over, but Bangladeshi bowler Mustafur Rahman only conceded 4 runs to seal the match. And India will face Afghanistan tomorrow, while Pakistan will face Bangladesh on 26th of September in the other Super 4 clash. And the 4th T20 match of the 5-match series between India and Sri Lanka women's cricket team is underway at the Colombo Cricket Ground. After winning the toss, India has decided to bowl first. Earlier batting first, the Sri Lankan side scored 134 runs for the loss of 5 wickets in a match that was reduced to 17 overs per side due to rain. Shashikala Sriwardene scored 40 runs for the Lankan side, while skipper Chamari Atapathu contributed a crucial 31 runs. For India, Anuja Patil picked up 3 wickets. And chasing a target of 135 runs, India lost early wickets of opener Mithali Raj and Smriti Mandhana. India is leading the series 2-0. And that's it in this edition of Midday News. Up ahead is Khabar Dopeher. Thanks for watching.